Let's get going. Oh, no, before we get going. Coffee talk. Because I almost always forget to do this. Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. WHO vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally. Coachella 2020. 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Fair enough. Not this. I need the Evening Whispers. A Stray Boy and a Lonely Cat by Freya Fatima. Midnight. The boy arrives at his home. The ticking sound of the cooling engine fills the dark, empty garage, followed by the scrape of the rusty metal door being forcefully closed. He leaves the garage, and there she is waiting for him to come back home. She always waits in the same spot around the same time. The boy always smiles when he sees her. Meow, the cat calls the boy, demanding the treatment she always receives from him every night in the same spot around the same time. He laughs quietly as he walks up to join her. You've been waiting here for me, haven't you? Here, come here, says the boy to the cat while he pets her fur. The cat purrs loudly and refuses to stand still. She dances around him, stands up tall on 2 feet, rubs her head against his shins, and shares her affection while enjoying their nightly routine. Okay. Until suddenly, the boy decides that their interaction is enough for today. He stands up, walks away from her, and closes his door. The cat understands that their time for the day is up. They both return to their own lives. The boy did not give the cat something to eat, and the cat did not sleep next to him to help him relax, for she was not his, and he was not hers. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice, catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, single. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. What is it again? I forget your thing every time. Tea, milk, ginger. Tea, milk, ginger. Galahad. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yes, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told him I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So, I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So, next morning I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So, how'd you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. I'd preferred if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Single, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? So what, that would be tea? I mean, you could do like ginger. Could do mint. Could do lemon. A tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time. But do you want them the same amount of warm and cool is the question, because that goes up to 1. That goes up to 2. I don't know. Let's try that. It's warm and cool at the same time. Mint ginger tea. Here you go. Warm and cool at the same time. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Hell yeah. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya? By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised you weren't here. That how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know? You look so tired, Freya. Hard days at work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Single my draft. I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admining life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs, how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kind of like a biz dev for people's lives, huh? You could say that. Damn, sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. A lot of people rarely talk about your kind of job. I guess most people don't really notice that we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe it's because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives after all. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You. He needs to be a little less loyal, though. Hyde. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing the job. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yup. Safe trip. See you around, Single. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. Hell yeah. Later, Hyde. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how'd you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the whole story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Propeller spins, yada yada yada. Whoa, I didn't know Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why'd he make the jump from, how should I say this? A very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. See why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength, so he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. It was the only thing he could do. At least it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard, and we weren't even that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but then I got interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there. Whoever gets help. Who gets help? I couldn't imagine. Never. Nope. No, sir. I don't need help. No, siree. But I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I've no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been Oh, you again. Good evening, everyone. Oh, boy. Good evening. Nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't get your name the last time you visited. You have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Favorite things. The fact I've been blood sober for 10 years now. What I'm doing with my life. Currently a model, past stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Neil. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems that the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often? Someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Oh, the Arami Gendru album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please just let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to tell the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise, but we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. So I'm not doing like a mint coffee type of thing. Could do like a tea? Like a tea type of deal? We just like... No. Nope, no. Milk. I mean, this kind of gets the bitter going. So what if I did that? Well, I guess that will max your cool out. It is getting all the bold flavors. Enjoy a lemon mint milk. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Ooh boy. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call the Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further, if you've got a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss? From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Well, no wonder your mission isn't going well. If you don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner, in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those teams before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yeah, it's called commitment. That's a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So, even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now? The path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process of Earth is surely extremely complicated. Can be easy if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms. It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that. We cannot tell you the details, unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Yup, that's fair. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We will have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet, but it is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. That was really something. Indeed. You said that the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer org? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My, you really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. unless it really piques his interest or annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. But it's raining outside. You're riding your bike, but it's raining outside. Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Women-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forest. Protest arise over government treatments of Atlantic immigrants. Loving in Silence by Freya Fatima. It was a Saturday night. As usual, I picked her up from her apartment for another Saturday night date. I use the word another, but to be honest, this was my first actual Saturday night date we've done since I don't even know when. It wasn't every week a cool event related to our hobby happened, so we, or I suppose I should say, weren't going to miss this chance for a cozy evening in her apartment. We'd only been dating for 4 months, and I kid you not, we couldn't have been more different. I'm the type of person who feels restless if I don't go out on the weekend, while she'd prefer to lock her apartment from the inside, flush the key down the toilet, and never leave again. That's why me going out to her apartment on the weekend was the fairest option for both of us. I mean, we can just order food online and chill without having to worry about the traffic. Ain't that cool? That's what she said whenever I asked if she wanted to eat out somewhere. That happened a lot in our first month together. After that, I just tried to get used to it. We drove to the event. It wasn't that far, but traffic's always ridiculous on the weekend. Throughout the drive, we barely spoke. Total silence except for the music playing from my playlist. If she knew the song, we would sing along to the song. If not, then total silence it was. When we arrived at the event, she changed. She became the most outgoing, friendly, and talkative person around. Even I was nothing compared to her, and I usually consider myself a very talkative person. We said hi to everyone we knew and some we didn't. Then we tried all the games being showcased there. We sat next to each other, trying one game after another, commenting on the story, art, music, gameplay, atmosphere, any other aspect you might use to judge a game. But when we played, we just played. No talking during the playthrough. Total silence, as if she was recharging spent energy from all the interactions she'd done before. Back in her apartment, we didn't talk much. She made 2 cups of green tea latte for both of us, and when we watched Netflix together with only a few words traded. Don't you feel bored dating me? She asked. Really? This again? I know. I'm sorry to bring this up again, but you were so silent today. I thought you were mad at me. Honey, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be? I don't know. It's just that I'm super introverted, you're super extroverted, and there are times when I feel like I'm holding you back from your true self. You're just overthinking things, honey. Tonight was amazing, and I can't thank you enough for being willing to join me and sacrifice your stay-at-home relaxation time. We both know how much you love staying in and how you rarely get the chance to do it. Why do you like me? You've asked this question a dozen of times in the last 4 months, you know. I nudged her and smiled. I just want to make sure, she said and started crying. Hey, don't be sad, it's okay. And to answer your question, I don't know why I like you. That answer again? Because it's true. All I know is I feel comfortable around you. I just feel happy, calm, and I don't know. Do I need to know? That sounds dangerous, liking someone without knowing the reason. Oh, believe me, dear, I was confused for the longest time before I realized it's actually the best feeling I've ever had. How about you? Why do you like me? Who said I liked you? I was speechless for a moment. She grinned at me and giggled through the remains of her tears. You should have seen your face. Oh my god, don't mess around with me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Good, it means you weren't lying about your feelings, she smiled. You haven't answered my question. It's a secret. That's not fair. I told you mine. I hate to break it to you, but don't know is not a proper answer, my dear. But it's an honest one. I know. We stayed silent again. So that was my introverted girlfriend and me. My answer to her was obviously a lie. Not knowing why you like someone is super scary, but I never imagined being able to feel like that for anyone other than her. At least, that's how I wish things could be, I thought, as I drove back home, alone in my car, in total silence. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Seems like trouble in paradise. Or he's just single and lonely. Welcome. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creature you would consider to be an alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? That's a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility. Now, we have been running around after false testimonies. Thank you for the hint pass, Savage Cactus. I appreciate it. They're superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before you leave? We're good. Take care on your way. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? Good evening, Single. Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Green tea? Mint, mint. Many mint. Your drink's ready. Oh, this looks really fresh. I call this Marrakech, inspired by its origin. Marrakech in Morocco? I heard people there really love tea. Let's give it a try then. Oh my, it's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. What about you, Miss Myrtle? You want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the Tatarique. The what? The what? I haven't discovered that one yet. What is this? What am I looking for here? Boom. I don't know. Boom. Boom. Is that it? Did I get it? Mint cinnamon coffee. No. And tea, milk, tea. Milk tea. Choco mint honey. Mint honey chocolate. Okay, I don't think it's gonna tell me. I would assume. You get a milk tea. That's what you get. Oh, wait, what? What? I did this. Here's your Tatarique. Ah, is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the Tatarique you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia for a few years ago. So you learned it in Malaysia? Yeah, and from videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? As usual, tiring, but thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime. Make sure the game will still be available for the holiday season. Oop. Favorite things, me time, what I'm doing with my life. As stated before, working on a Full Metal Conflict series. Oh, I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be easy for you and your team. As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay long in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you. At least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. But guilt is something that also bothers me a lot. Even if they're things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry, I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this, so don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to the unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Hey, cheer up, remember. Your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the deployment is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it fast, before they give you a spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? And the booth is free for indies. That's good then. And the event's in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. The golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific in the industry, and also senior journalists. I know, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. Thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know, and you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. Well, some of them are. What if some of the haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Then who cares? It's not for them. Or about me. That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That is one problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public? I just can't imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule's pretty empty around then. If things stay that way until Max, I'll come with you. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then. You shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. That's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But, I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not. Good. Now, when are you going to show the game on? I have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. This is annoying me. Got it. Now, let's see. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Singo. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. I'm gonna perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are backups. Oh. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes, and I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. So, hot chocolate. And what adds sweet? Just honey. There we go. Milk honey chocolate. Your sweet hot chocolate is ready. Thank you. How is it? Not bad. It's not special, but it's enough. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need something else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try and name the demo with a cliffhanger. You should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening?
Was worried, but I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. So I thought you'd be here.
And now you're causing another ruckus.
We're sorry, Single. We didn't mean to cause you any problems.
You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for.
Well, anyway, I better order something.
What are you having?
What would you recommend?
Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara?
Oh, what's that?
It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger.
Sounds delicious. I'll take the Spanish Sahara.
So, a hot chocolate with ginger. Your drink is ready, sir. Rachel. My self-summary. Hi there, I'm Rachel Florencia. You might have seen me on your screen singing, dancing, or modeling, working on a new album right, especially for you right now. Hendry. Music enthusiast and father.
My, this is amazing.
Glad you liked it. Dad. Okay, well that was just rude. I don't see why you had to do that.
Yes?
Please just go home after you finish your drink.
Not to leave that good-for-nothing pervert.
I need him. He's going to help me become more successful.
I know Morris. He's not a good person.
The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing this band, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars.
I still have my informant in the industry. He hasn't changed much, and even if he has, it wasn't for the better.
You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too? What's next? You'll lock me in a house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing?
You're just too young to understand.
Then make me understand, because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? We were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter.
Rachel, I'm sorry, but I'm trying, okay?
Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one.
I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take some time for me to learn, but I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager.
Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long.
I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out.
But it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know what? Going from a go band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose my momentum.
If you don't want me to be your manager, could you at least choose someone other than Morris?
I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. It's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist.
When are you going to be home?
I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided.
But that's...
See you, Dad.
Wait, Rachel.
Well, goddamn, she's so mean to him. I get, like, he wasn't super supportive of your job, but he is just kind of looking out for you in this sense.
Excuse me for a moment, Single.
I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What, you didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I could do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's arguments like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize, but you're capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. You're single. We're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks, as usual. Please, take care on your way home. Is that the end of the day? I guess that's all for it. Nope. What's up? Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. You alright, sir? Sir?
Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me.
You managed to catch up with Miss Rachel?
No, I've lost her.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure she's alright.
I hope you're right.
By the way, pardon me for asking.
Yes?
About your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me.
What's that?
Why'd you leave the music industry?
Now, that's a trip down memory lane.
You don't have to tell me if it makes you too uncomfortable.
Oh no, it's fine. It's around 20 years ago. But as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for the record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life.
You didn't find peace managing girl bands?
Of course, no. The politics from outside of the industry, none of it is good. But what hit hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially. They went crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff.
Like what?
Spending all of their money to try to copy the superstars' lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families, and the men. They were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even a target of their abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats.
What do you do for a living now?
After we got married, my wife and I owned a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us. It's more than enough for my little family.
You said you were still in touch with your friends in the music industry?
They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Go, look at the time. Go home too.
You gonna be alright by yourself?
Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Single. And sorry for bringing our fight into this place.
Don't worry about it.
Alright then, goodbye.
Hell yeah. And that's another day done. And I think that's going to be the last day we do today. I need to skip through this stuff until it actually saves. I don't feel like redoing the days again. Thursday, October 1st.